Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Avery, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my March budget with me. So for the month of March, I do have a few things going on. I am going to be going on a vacation. I'm actually not going anywhere specifically. I am just taking a week off of work, but it is a much needed week off of work because the month of February has been terrible, if I'm being honest, for working in my new job, and I'm really not sure if this is a long-term position for me. I just think that the office is a bit disorganized right now, and I'm not sure how much longer I can put up with something like that. I thought it was getting better for a while, but it really just seems a lot like one step forward and about 10 steps back. So that makes it quite difficult to ever get into a flow of things if people are constantly just hounding you about stuff that you are not responsible for. So, could go on and on about it forever, but just know it's been a very, very stressful week, a very long week. And yeah. So for March, the theme of March will be balance, I guess. I feel like I say that every month. But what I'm going to do with my paycheck is I have $3,272. Also, sorry I've been absent this month on YouTube. I tried to make a couple videos, but I did not like how they turned out, so I didn't post them. So that's why I'm here now at the end of the month for my March budget with me, since these usually seem to go a little better. And I'm so tired right now. It's Saturday, February 25th, and I've been up since 3 a.m. Don't ask. It's like I've been having a lot of very stressful dreams about work, which is terrible. It feels like I'm clocking in for a second shift when I go to bed at night. But I woke up early today and I am feeling quite tired, so maybe I'll go back to sleep. But right now it's 6 a.m. So I'm filming this video because I didn't want to wait until later because I have a tendency to put things off. So I have a little under $3,300 to use for my budget. Taking a look at March, I do use the budgeting software YNAB, or You Need a Budget. I am underfunded by $2,597. Also, if you want to try this, I will put a link down below for a 34-day free trial. But I am underfunded by a little under $2,600. I need to look here. I haven't really looked at my budget too much lately, so let's put money into rent, since that's always a big spender item. So $858 is my rent. I live in a one-bedroom and I live alone. As far as other things, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I know is going to happen in the month of March that I need to worry about. I don't think there's anything of particular note. Second thing I'm gonna do, I guess, is go back into February and put money in my house down payment category. Currently, I'm shooting for about $350, so I will be doing that. And then let's put money on my Roth IRA, $275, and then I'll go in and make sure I budget for everything else. I'm kind of all over the place today, but it's just been a long week, so I guess the scatteredness of work is seeping into my regular personal life, and it's just not a good, or it's not a good feeling, I guess. I have these focus on now categories. I'll come back to those at the end. I don't remember why I put gifts and focus on now, but I do need to put $20 in there. Groceries, I'm going to change this category because what did I do? Oh, I am doing something new with my groceries, and I've actually started a Home Chef subscription. So I get 3 meals a week from Home Chef. I'm on my third week of doing it. And I'm really liking it so far because I was very much struggling with cooking. I just wasn't feeling into cooking, but I was running into an issue where I was just eating out a lot, which isn't healthy, of course. And the meals were just not good for me, and they were very calorie dense. So I was gaining weight, but I did not feel like cooking. So I am trying something a bit different, which seems to be meeting myself in the middle between the cost of dining out versus the cost of cooking from scratch. I'm going to be doing Home Chef for at least another month or so and just see how I like it and if I want to keep doing it. Home Chef is a meal delivery service similar to like HelloFresh, Sunbasket, the Every Plate. There's a lot of them. But I decided to go with Home Chef because I also had a gift card. So my mom gave my boyfriend a gift card for Christmas, and he gave it to me to try it out instead because he has a pretty regimented or streamlined way of eating, just like the same meals over and over again, which is fine. So I am trying the Home Chef, and I have decided to do it for a little longer. It is like I was being serious. I can't talk today. So like when I say I'm meeting in the middle, I am actually, like, I would say the price meets in the middle. I pick out the $9.99 per serving amount, and I get 3 meals a week with 2 servings each. So that's 6 of my meals that are covered. And I decided to choose the options that were either on the low, like, that were like higher protein but lower calorie, if that makes sense, because they do have like more decadent or more expensive options, but I decided to go with the ones that are supposed to be just well balanced, I would say. So that being said, oh, last thing I'll say, I guess, is I do have a referral link. If I'll put it down in the description below, and you get $35 off your first box if you want to try it. Um, Worst case, I do recommend trying it. I was pretty on the fence for a while when it comes to these meal delivery services, but I might try some other ones in the future too, after, like, just to try out a wide variety of them. I was feeling pretty on the fence because I was just like, well, I can just cook at home and like I can just buy groceries. But it really is like a bit of a time sink. And like if you're like a foodie like I am, it also gets a bit frustrating when you can't devote time to cooking as much as you want to. And then you are struggling with using all the ingredients because you're just overworked at your job. Whatever reason you have for wanting something that's healthier, quicker, efficient, because all the meals I choose are either like express meals, so you're supposed to get them done in around 15 minutes, and they're like oven ready meals, so I can just put it in the oven and then take it out when it's done. So that's really nice. Yeah, I can do a review of Home Chef if people want me to, but I feel like I kind of just touched on everything here. So yeah, link down below if you want to try it. Yes, so that being said, I need more money in my groceries category. I was like, where am I going with this? So I'm trying to decide how much, because I think maybe $300 would, I don't know, maybe $400, because you still have to buy a few groceries. I mean, if I'm only getting 6 meals a week, that's not very, I mean, I eat more meals than that, but I'm not buying like, I'm not using Home Chef for like breakfast or anything like that, but those are also like the cheaper meals to eat. So if I increase this by $400, what's 400 minus 175? Is that 225? That means I need to decrease my spending money category by 225. So I guess am I flipping them? Let's see if it works if I do it like this. Nope, 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 nope. Screwed that one up. So it's 175. Yep. So we'll give that a shot. My spending money category, I decided to combine a bunch of different things together. What is going on? Oh gosh, I'm having so many issues with Google Chrome lately. It's actually annoying. So let me reopen this. It just randomly shuts down, and I think it's on YNAB, like it's randomly shutting down. I actually think may be related to the toolkit reports. That's like a Google Chrome plugin. So I wonder if I deactivate that, it would be better. Let's just see if we can get through this video without it shutting down again. So yeah, I have to decrease my spending money category because ideally if I'm buying these Home Chef meal deliveries, I'm not eating out as much. In a perfect world, I'm not eating out as much. So that's why we're going to try that, and we'll just see how that goes. And my spending money category is basically for things like clothes, dining out, fun things like concert tickets. It's a bit of an experiment, but we'll see how it keeps going. But I'm going to put 175 in there. And then I'll put the 400 in the groceries. I need to put 25 in the household category. Electric does not need the full $45. I actually know what the bill will be. It's going to be $25.56. So I'll just put that in there. Gas, $70. Internet, it's not been very hot lately, and I live in the Midwest, and the weather's been all over no, it has been hot lately. The weather has been all over the place. So it's not been very cold, which means I really haven't been using the gas that much. I have gas heating. I do have gas cooking too, but it's a lot cheaper to use gas cooking than it is to use gas heating. That being said, I don't anticipate my bill being $70, but gas prices are kind of all over the place, so who knows? We'll see what happens. $69.99 for internet, $37.23 for the phone. Transportation, this includes gas for my car and parking. $100 should be good for there. I feel like I often build up a decent chunk of money in my transportation category, so every now and then I have to move money out of there, and it looks like it might be time to do that again. It just depends on how the rest of February goes. Yeah, I'll have to move money out of that again once March hits, because there's 3 days left in February, and I know I have enough gas, or I should have enough gas to not have to buy it before March. I did switch car insurance providers, so I'm starting a new spending target for this. I've already paid for it. I went from Geico to Progressive because Geico wanted to increase my premium from like $480 to $650 or something, and they were like, I'm sorry, it's inflation. But then I instantly went to Progressive and was able to get a cheaper rate than what I had with Geico. So I know that these companies like to basically give you a cheap introductory offer, and then after a few cycles they just jack up the price and hope you are too lazy to leave. But I'm not, so I will be leaving, and I'm using Progressive now. That being said, this money will be saved for my next payment, since I pay it twice a year. It'll probably be around $450, give or take. So it's $64.29 is what I need for March. Auto maintenance, I ended up not having to really get much done in my car back in January. I thought I was going to have to get like a 40,000 mile service, but I realized we talked about it, and me and the car guy, I don't know anything about cars. We talked about it, and I actually got most of those things done back in August, so don't need to redo them yet. So $75. It's probably fine, but that means I'm building up a good amount of money in auto, which I think is fine, because one, you never know when your car might just completely crap out on you, and two, at some point, I don't know, this year, 3 years down the line, I don't know when, because I haven't looked it up, but I know you eventually need new tires on your car, and that'll be a pretty decent chunk of change. So if I can just keep building up my auto maintenance sinking fund, ooh! I will be ready for it then. I don't want to put that much money in there. $75. That's funny. Okay, medical. Constant battle with the medical category, it feels like. I do have some chronic like conditions, so I do have like some prescriptions I have to buy and some supplies I have to buy, and then of course just your usual going to the doctor, getting things done costs money. So I do kind of spend from this category a lot more than say like auto, but for now I think $100 should hopefully continue to be fine, because I don't really have more money I can put towards that right now without cutting back from something else. So $60 into therapy, $139 into $60. Oh, $30 into therapy, sorry. I think that's right. So $30 into therapy, and then $139 into my wellness category. These are for my spin classes. I do go to spin classes. So at like a spin studio. $20.32 for subscription, $8.25 for YNAB, 25 for my haircut, $60 for Christmas since I'm saving for it now. My goal is $700. Did I miss anything? 1944. I'm assuming this is coming. Yep. From electric. So I have 344.48 remaining. I think what I'm going to do is take 44.48 of it and put it in my Roth IRA. Something I've been thinking about doing is maybe trying to max out my 2022 Roth IRA. And the way I screwed that up again. Okay, the way I was thinking about doing it was taking the money from my student loan holding category and actually using it towards the Roth IRA. I am feeling a bit about student loans because I'm like, make a decision. And I think when they make a decision, it's not going to be like a decision I want. So I don't know. My perspective has changed a lot on these and on the student loan debt. When I first bought my car, I had quite a bit of I had this like drive, this motivation to really pay it off fast. But like a car is a depreciating asset. So as soon as you take it off the lot, the value of it like goes down. Usually, if it's not like the weird COVID times where used car values went up. But in general, it's an asset that will not last forever. Does that make sense? Now, student loans, they're not very tangible. Like the asset from it is not super tangible. It's more intangible. But the knowledge stays with you throughout the entire course of your life. Like you have your entire life to make a return on an investment from your student loans. For a car, that's just not how that works. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, is moving this to the Roth IRA and maxing out 2022, so last year's. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below, if you have opinions or what you think I should do. Or if I should put the money towards something else. I don't know. I have $300 remaining. I have this like strong like a desire to maybe get this up to $4,000, the house down payment, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put maybe 150 in the vacation since I do have a week off soon. And I don't need I don't need the full $800 to take a week off of work and not do anything. This vacation category is more for the summertime when I have a week-long vacation and I'll be traveling, but just so you know. And then I'm gonna put actually I don't want to do 150. I'm gonna do 100, and then I'm gonna do 100 into the moving fund, and then I want to do 100 into the pet category. I plan on getting a dog in July or sometime July or after. But I also want to put money in the standing desk category. But I was kind of thinking actually that I might just dissolve this category and put it into the moving fund. And then because I've been thinking I was going to buy it around the time that I move anyways. And I don't really need this money in the moving fund for like a security deposit like I thought I was going to need it. So that being said, I think I'm going to put the $100 into the pet category. So I'm up to $500. But yeah, so I have now budgeted everything. I'm only underfunded by the amount I wasn't going to put in my electric category. And I think the month of March, I'm not feeling super optimistic since February was a bit of a kind of month. So it should be okay though. Like it can't be much worse, you know? Like it really can't be worse than like other months I've had in my life. And nice thing about March is the weather should hopefully continue to get better and nice. And I really like springtime. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you want to try YNAB, there's a link down below. If you want to try Home Chef, there's also a link down below. If you like this video, please like it. It really does help out my channel. And if you want to see more budgeting content like this, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye now.